Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kip TV. I am Kip, and today we got a match for you on Borneo, a map that I have come to like very much. So we will get going, see what we got going on here. It is a match between two UGC steel teams, and right away, is that the medic running? Oh my god, I thought I said quick fix. I was about to have a panic attack and just stop casting right now. But no, it's a regular medic gun. Right now we're watching Tony Montana, the engineer for Archimedes in red. That is Archimedes, ARS is their tag. He is building up in the house. I am hoping he moves because that sentry gun is not going to be able to shoot anything but the wall. So we'll see what he does right there. He could just be building it so close to the big ammo pack, which is something I usually do, but he doesn't have a lot of time to move, so I hope he does. Anyway, Archimedes is battling against Crazy Ivan with a few subs, and oh god, Joe just did the caber kill in an actual match. That's hilarious. Oh no! Oh my goodness. What just happened there? Mew just got a huge reflect kill, killed the engineer, and everybody in the room with that sentry gun. The sentry gun is now super hurt. Only 3 up right now for ours, and they're not going to be able to stop this. There is a demo in there and doing some nice work. A method is getting some good stickies or pills down. You get a 2k pill. And we do have someone who crashed for Archimedes. I'm not sure if they're going to pause, but it's really exciting right now. The demo is still alive, and nobody seems to know. He's going to get some good stickers on the point. Oh no, he goes down to a mini sentry gun from Mortson. Nice placement right there. Alright, we do have a pause, so don't go anywhere. Alright, back with hopefully 9 on 9 in a second. Actually, 1%. He's still rejoining. There we go. Echo is just being a pest as usual. And there we go, Blue's able to cap the first point in 1 minute and 2 seconds. A very nice time. We'll see if they can continue their push. Tony Montana is going to have something to say about that, though. He's set up in a good sentry position out here, except he may be a little too late. Uber popped on Mew, and Mew not being able to do a whole lot. He is going to be able to push in here with his soldier and may be able to take this out. Oh, but no, the soldier goes down, and Mew actually is still alive, but where is he? Ah, there he is. He is going down is what he is doing. So sentry gun did go down, but Red still has a good positioning, good presence to defend this cart. They just need to get something up. Tony Montana did go down, so he's going to have to run back to the point with the rest of his team. Method is going to be able to put down some sticks, which we saw he's very good at defending the cart in that capacity. And of course, demos are always pretty good. Watch out, you got to stay on the cart, though. So we'll see what kind of push Blue wants to put together. Real quick, we can go over rosters as the teams are trying to get things together. So we have a hodgepodge of Crazy Ivan players, and it's all about the Gibus players on Blue. We have Special K on Medic. Frothy Brew is Soldier. We've only ever seen him as Sniper on Kip TV, so I'm excited to see how he does as Soldier. And then we have Joe as Demo, Mortson as Engineer, Sniper is Peaky, Merc is Heavy, Mew is Pyro, and Snaggle is Spy. So that is our Crazy Ivan / Gibus team. Oh, and Merc goes down to a backstab, and Mortson also going down to Machina's backstab. So watch out for that Spy. He's got a knife up his sleeve. Never good. But they are going to be able to push in, and with a few well-placed stickies, this sentry gun is totally going down. Joe taking it down, so good placement right there. Tony Montana was down, so he had no chance to wrangle it or anything. Here comes Red trying to push back Blue. We're going to call him Crazy Gibus to combine the team names. Crazy Gibus versus Archimedes. Look at this. Merc is distracting the Heavy so Snaggle can get a pick on him. But Merc took a lot of damage with that. But hey, still good teamwork. And we'll go over Archimedes' roster in a second after we see if the Spy is going down. Indeed, he does go down to a flaming arrow, which is a terrible way to go. Except if you're the one who shot the arrow, then it's awesome. But Overlord, the Sniper, does go down. Alright, so right now we're seeing Tony Montana doing a classic NG mistake, which is trying to hold a position where you have no chance of holding it. He managed to get to level 3 up in a spot I didn't think he would, right here, as Blue was pushing, but there's no way he can put another gun up at this second position. He needs to fall back and needs to establish a stronghold on the third point. Even though his team is still pushing up, let's see, they don't have anything near an Uber. They're not going to have an advantage in terms of that. Crazy Gibus does have a Uber almost ready and going to be able to push in. And so if Tony Montana or Red decides to set up any sort of defense position, they're going to get wiped out. And it looks like Blue just got wiped out. What? What? Alright. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna rewind. Alright, so we did a little rewinding action. Of course, that is one of the joys of having post-production casts. We are back right before Special K gets his Uber, and I was saying that Tony Montana really shouldn't be setting up anywhere where he can't establish a good position hold. He is... okay, so no, we're before that. Even. We're waiting for him to set up the level 3 sentry gun on the right. Crazy Gibus is trying to push in. They have the 57% Uber. Okay, Uber popped on the heavy, doing a good job of mowing people down. Took down Mew, took down Snaggle, and then Method takes down Walnut. The Scout Cruiser is definitely going down right there, though. Takes a rocket from Frothy Brew. And so we're going to watch as Blue pushes up. They have that Uber, and this is where they are going to take down the level 3 sentry gun, or at least try to. Well, they do. You already saw it. They take it down. Uber is not able to be popped on time on Merc, and he goes to a backstab. Pyro's doing a good job of blasting that Uber around, and they're not able to get those stickies down, but Joe is an excellent demo, and he doesn't even need an Uber to take down this sentry gun. If there was Wrangle, it'd be a little harder right now, but it is not, and everything does go down. Alright, so now we're making sense. Oh, and that's what I missed before, is Special K going down to Cruiser because he was distracted by the spy Ars Machina. Okay, so I'm also going to miss, so I'm... sorry you have to watch this twice, but I definitely want to get this right because that was a huge play that just completely wiped out Blue and wiped out their push. So while we already saw all this, we'll go over ours' roster real quick. We saw Method on Demo, Cruiser is Heavy, Mirko is Medic, Calicus is Scout, Machina is Spy, Abu Shar is Pyro, Dark Douche is Soldier, Tony Montana is Engineer, and Overlord is Sniper. Alright, so there goes Tony Montana's NG stuff at this second point. He tried to build up, was not able to do it. We're going to watch Blue right here, because this is where they're going to completely collapse in their push, and I'm confused about as to why that happened. I feel like a detective going over crime scenes and like, there's just something that doesn't work right here. I don't know what it is, but it's fishy. Alright, so Special K is going to have this Uber. Red is nowhere close. Oh, Scout in on the Medic, but able to go down. So Calicus is down. Here comes a Heavy from behind, and oh my god, there we go. Cruiser just mowing down Blue as everyone was on the cart. Their backs turned to him. Huge play right there. Alright, glad I got that. That was awesome. Alright, Cruiser just going huge. Rambo Heavy is what we call that, when a Heavy just takes it everything upon his shoulders to do whatever he can to save the moment, and indeed he did there. Took down that Uber, made him drop. Huge. Alright, so now his team is going to have a great Uber advantage. They're going to be able to pop that Uber and hopefully push back Blue in time to let Tony Montana build his NG stuff a little bit more. They really should pop that soon though, because they know they have an advantage over Special K because he just dropped. They are slowly wasting that advantage right now, though. Looks like Cruiser wants to do it. He wants to be aggressive, which is already seen has worked. There is a Spy, so there we go. Mirko pops it just in time. Oh god. And continuing their push, trying to gotta get Special K in this. And no, Special K is gonna have that Uber, and oh, they managed to get Merc. Cruiser takes down Merc, and Uber was not popped on him, so probably be a bad idea right there. Definitely should have tried to save the Heavy. Uber is, yeah, so Special K eventually did pop the Uber, not able to save his Heavy though. That Uber didn't do anything though, and wow, Red is really hurt right now. Archimedes is going down. Blue is trying their best to keep this push up, but Special K is super hurt. He's got to fall back. And wow, lot of things happening right there. But again, ours just doesn't have the presence right now. They need to defend. Look at Mew. What is Mew doing? He's going behind the scenes. Crazy Mew. He knows this demo won't be able to see him coming and trying to get him down, doing some nice reflex, but just not able to get that. And then finally he does go down. Oh, but the Mew goes down to needles. Oh, man. Special K is still alive, though, and the dealing medic, Mirko, maybe shouldn't have been dealing needles and maybe should have been falling back. But he did what he had to do. And he did take down Mew, so there you go. Special K is got 100% and watching for this engineer, Tony Montana, again. He should have, at this point, he needs to, I would say, just build a solid defense at last. You gotta hedge your bets, cut your chickens. What's the word? What's the little euphemism? Oh, well. Cut your chickens is probably not it. Get your chickens before... Anyway, Uber's popped. Doing a nice job popping in, pushing in. The guy watch out for Calicus, but Snaggle takes care of that. Blue just looking really strong right now. Crazy Ivan is doing a nice job pushing the carts, and I hope they appreciate that new name that I gave them. But Dark Douche is trying to get some spam in there, trying to get his build, gives his Engie some time. We'll see where Tony Montana is set up. Okay, he has fallen back to last, so good choice right there. You just gotta cut your losses. That's the phrase I was looking for. Cut your losses. Alright, for a non-native English speaker crowd, you don't know what I was trying to say at all, so I apologize. Let's see if Method can't get some good stickies down there. Oh my goodness, Spy just ran right past him and took down Mirko. Not a great play right there. He was very obsessed with getting those stickies down and was not protecting his medic. Classic air that I always make. As heavy, as demo, as medic, I forget to protect myself. Yes, pretty typical right there. We're going to stick on the Machina Cam for a sec because he's been doing some nice work. Look at that, top scoring on his team. He's got that... I'm not familiar with the spy knife thing in the sleeve. He wants a Special K kill right now, though. He's got the Cloak and Dagger, so will be able to charge up. What does he want? Oh no! He was caught out by the other spy and gets taken down by actually Mew's flare gun. So, could have done more right there. Disappointing. And we could talk for a minute about Overlord using the Huntsman right here. Oh, but he just died, so maybe we'll talk a little about that later. Alright, so right now we're seeing Mirko again being really aggressive when he should have just been falling back. Mew's going to be able to get in here now. Oh, Sentry Gun is right there. Mew is getting beneath it, but actually he did get taken out by that Sentry Gun that still had an angle on him. So that's one thing you got to be careful of. Pyros love to get it in under Sentry Guns, but got to make sure they have that correct angle. Oh, Calicus trying for a flank on Frothy Boo, but Frothy Boo is having none of that. Already seen he makes a nice soldier. Yep, he's outscoring a lot of people, so yes, he does make a nice soldier. Speaking of soldier, watch Dark Douche as he tries to, again, spamming the tunnel, but he kind of forced himself into a corner right here. The Heavy just gave up on him, though. Going for a jump in and not quite getting the correct angle on that. Of course, jumping in on the medic is such a pivotal role for a soldier to have in Highlander. Oh, Method getting some huge stickies on the point, taking down Special K. So the cart will not go anywhere. Method, again, just doing some great work. It's probably that unusual hat. Once you get the unusual hat, you get really good. Except in my case. Scout taking down Cruiser. Big play right there. They're not going to have that Heavy to protect the last point and prevent the cart from being pushed in. So we'll see if they can do it. Mirko is almost close to an Uber, and actually he's going to have his Heavy up in time, so not going to be a huge deal. Definitely getting some heals on Method, who's been the big defensive position player right now. We'll see if they decide to be aggressive with this Uber. They have a nice advantage over Special K, who is charging up right now, but not going to be close. But they have to act quickly if they do want to make anything of this. Looks like they're just holding it and waiting for Blue's push in, which is not a bad idea. We have 7 minutes for the first 3 points. Is fairly typical. This last point has been taking a little bit longer, which is usually the case. Oh no, Special K had to pop early because he was threatened by some stickies and demo spam. So now he is not going to be able to help his team push in. There goes the red Uber. Popped on the pyro there, and he's doing excellent work right there. Aboshar takes down Special K with that extinguisher. So there goes Blue's push. Sentry gun is still up too, so Blue's gonna have to work up another Uber. We'll see if, oh, Joe gets Calicus. See if he can't do anything bigger. Have I lost him? I have lost him. But we'll see. Joe's still alive somewhere. Here we go. So Blue's making this push from right corner. Actually, not a concerted push. It just looks like it's Joe seeing if he can't get the sentry gun by himself. He takes down the pyro, but not able to do anything else. And looks like Machina is bothering Mortson. But meanwhile, Snaggle has not gotten in on the engineer stuff at last. Okay, he's doing the typical strategy of dead ringing right next to the cart. Oh, well, I guess I thought he was, but maybe not. Because when you're dead ringing next to the cart, your dead ringer will charge. And then you can just continue to uncloak and continue to push. Now he is going for the sentry gun, but getting completely mowed down. But that was maybe enough distraction. Oh no, I thought maybe Joe was able to get in there, but oh, here we go. Frothy Brew taking down the sentry gun, just a continued attack of those heavy classes. Sniper on the cart, ooh, Scout on the cart, both go down to Abu Shar's flames and his axe. Right now, the Heavy's doing a great job keeping up the dispenser, and I may sound sarcastic when I say that, but no, that's going to be huge, because when Tony Montana comes up again, he's going to have that fully charged dispenser to put up his sentry gun, and it'll literally take him 24 seconds. Or 24 hits. Anyway, you know, the sentry gun, 8 hits per level times 3 levels equals 24 hits, which is about a second each. Anyway, so yes, 24 seconds. I said it. Math. Yep, and indeed the sentry gun is level 3 already, being pressured by Joe, but he's got that pyro to deal with, so some great high bro action right there. Don't necessarily always have to rock the home record to be a pybro. Just pybro means reflecting stickies and whatnot. Here comes the Uber push from Blue. Joe not getting the Uber as he goes in there, so he goes down. Here comes Cruiser, and he will be able to... Oh, Merc will be able to take the sentry gun down, but getting completely annihilated in that. Special K was trying to escape, but he was not able to, but doesn't matter, as Rest of Red was following after Special K. Crazy Gibus managed to push the cart in. So there we go, time of 13 minutes and 38 seconds. That is, it's not great. We'll just go with that. A time for payload, if you want to have a good time, you want to have under 10 minutes. So this is a little bit on the long side, but definitely not impossible to defend against. Alright, I already love what I'm seeing. Dead bodies everywhere. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 suicides for the engineer. That is probably the most I've ever seen. The only people who didn't die were the engineer and the medic. That is amazing. Mortson is going to have so much ammo. He's going to be able to do whatever he wants, and he's setting up in an excellent sentry position. I really like this one. I'm just going to get a close-up of his shoe right here and his box. Sorry about that. But meanwhile, the rest of his team now is going to run for it. They may be slightly out of position here, but they did it for the NG. They did it for love. And you can't argue with that. Actually, Mortson is still not at level 3. I'm not sure what was happening. I guess he still had to run back and get ammo somewhere. He had 700 ammo. He really should have enough. Oh, he just took a body shot from the sniper. But managing to heal up. Should be wrangling that, I would think, but maybe waiting for it to be a level 3 before he does that. So we'll go and see what the rest of his team is doing. Actually, we'll see what Overlord is doing, because Overlord is engaged right now in a sniper battle. Oh, but he goes down to Frothy Brew, jumping in on him. Not a lot you can do with that as a sniper unless you're amazing and get that headshot. So cart is being pushed. The red Uber is popped. Blue is not popped their Uber. So interesting decision right there by Special K. Probably forced into it. Here comes the blue Uber now. Popped on the Demo Man. He's going to do a lot of work trying to get in there. He needs to focus down the sentry gun though. Gets 2 stickies on it. Just needs... Oh no, he's going down. Method goes down. So not able to get that sentry gun. So a nice defensive hold right there from Crazy Gibus. Engineer still alive and Medic still alive. Probably 2 most important classes to keep alive on that first push of payload. And Morton just doing work right now while his sentry gun is doing work. Oh no, he just went flying. Oh, he managed to stay alive. But he's got to watch out. Demo knows exactly the angle to get at his stuff. His dispenser is down. Not looking good for a sentry gun at this point. I would grab it and run. He is not. He is a little more optimistic than I am. And yes, indeed, his sentry gun does go down actually to a sniper shot. So, gonna have to fall back. Gonna have to reset. Meanwhile, blue is going to be able to push up fairly easily. They are going to have to deal with a lot of players, though. Mirko is right on the cart right now with his heavy. I'm a little scared about that for him. He does manage to retreat right now. He was taking some damage, and his heavy decides to eat a sandwich while his medic is on him. Hopefully that was an error. Sometimes I do that. But yes, Mirko is super pushed up. We saw this before, that he's a very aggressive medic. Which can be good, but we'll see how it deals out for him. I normally don't play like that unless it's a pub and I want to annoy people. But this is not a Mirko, but actually is managing to hold on to this Uber for long enough. Here's the scout in on him, but Dark Douche gets him down, takes him out. So at this point, Mirko should be pushing forward with his heavier classes and try to secure the area in front of him. He's got to deal with this heavy and medic combo who do not have anything close to an Uber. But Method just went down to a nice headshot by Peaky. So he's not, Mirko's not going to be able to have his demo to help him out with this push. And Cruiser just went down too, so all the heavy classes are just falling like flies from Mirko. He should really pick somebody and go in with it. Probably wait for the demo to come back. That's Method. I'm going to actually just stay on the Mirko cam, because what he does right now is going to really set the tone for the rest of this push from blue. They know it's there. Okay, good. They do pop it early. They know there's a heavy medic up there. Oh no, 88% though for Special K. He's going to have this Uber. If he's smart, he's going to stay alive. Actually, he is healing someone right now. The sentry gun does go down, and Uber is popped by Special K, not able to hold on to that, but that's alright. He pops it on Mew, and Mew just stands on that cart and M1s the heck out of it. Which is not to say that Mew is an M1 pyro, just to say that that is how you shoot flames as a pyro. So a nice hold right there by Crazy Gibus. It could have been disastrous, but they were able to distract the demo's stickies from the important classes like Special K. Special K was able to get out alive. The sentry gun did go down, but won't be too hard to get that back up. Frothy Brew here being very aggressive and pushing forward, but actually now falling back for health. Again, the soldier's role on Highlander is always so ambiguous. They can be that support class that sticks with the heavy medic combo and just serves as a defensive class, or they can be a very aggressive jumping class that just challenges the heavy medic combo on the other side, which I think is the most effective use. If you have an accomplished soldier who can jump in effectively on medics and threaten them repeatedly, it really does a lot for the mental game, the mental aspect of the game. So I usually like to see my soldiers be more aggressive like that, which we have seen from Frothy Brew, and we'll see what Dark Douche decides to do. He is helping push right now, and now he gets to jump in, trying to find the medic, forces the pop. Actually, maybe the Uber forced the pop, who's to say right there, but both Ubers are popped, and doing a lot of blowing around. Finally, Merc goes down, Joe is down, so a few of the heavier classes are down for red, but Special K is still alive, and Mirko is still alive too for blue, for Archimedes. However, he is slightly out of position right here. He needs to fall back. He could very easily take some demo spam to the head, and actually that is what is going on right now. Cruiser goes down to a headshot. Mirko is so out of position right there and does go down to demo stickies. So, can't stress it enough that once that Uber is over, if you're out of position, go away. Get out of there. That often you want to stick around and see if you just can't get that final push, but most of the time the smarter answer is just to save your own life. And once you see your heavier class, the class you're healing, go down, then there's no reason to stick around. Unless you really want to die, which I guess is probably not the best idea for your team. Soldier pushing from the other side, but actually Dark Douche going down. Special K is going to have this Uber. We'll see if he decides to push in with it. We haven't seen the Crazy Gibus team be that aggressive on defense. Definitely not as aggressive as Cruiser was, managing to get behind the entire opposite team and mowing them down on the cart, which I'm excited that I'm actually really happy I went back and got that all on camera for you guys, because it's a very excellent play right there. But we are seeing, that Mirko and Special K just going to kind of hold back and wait for that Uber from the other team. I mean, Merc. There's a Merc and there's a Mirko, isn't there? Yep. Yes, there is. That annoys me. That's alright, I forgive them. Interesting to look at scores right here. Merc is actually at the bottom with scores, and as a heavy on Highlander, that's usually not what you like to see. But it's consistent with the type of play we've seen from Merc. He is not one to push forward and lead the charge. He is more to wait for that Uber with his medic, and only when it's safe to push forward. And right now we're just not seeing him be super aggressive on defense. He's just, again, waiting for the other team to call the shots to make that push, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a different style of play than most Highlander teams. Here comes Blue. They're going to have this Uber, need to pop it on. Actually, Method doesn't even need the pop. Takes down Special K. Wow, huge right there. Special K drops. Though the sentry gun did not go down, it is still up. However, Mortson is down, so they're going to have an easy time taking it out if they just focus it right there. Mirko, what were you doing? Mirko, the medic, was on the cart. I guess he was thinking 60 seconds left, I need to do this right now, but 60 seconds is enough time to put together an Uber, but now he's not going to be able to do it. Actually, his team will not even need it to cap that second point with the cart, so they're going to be moving on. Overlord, oh, so screwed. So that second point is capped, and they have 5 minutes to push it the last 2 points, which is a fairly heavy task. They're definitely going to have their work cut out for them. Oh my goodness, Snag, Special K, what were you doing right there? That's when you give up and run away like a little girl. I can say that, and it's not sexist because I'm a girl. That little girls run away scared. I used to. I was a little girl once. I ran away from everything. Dogs, cats, snakes, bunnies. Alright, Mortson is putting together a pretty good defense right here on this upper area, which I love as a defensive hold for Borneo. If you look at it, there are 2 ways to get in here. It's from this position, which can easily be wrangled down, or from this hole right here, which, as you can see, is a very, very convenient place to put down some stickies. So as long as he has the rest of his team with him, which so far he does he have a teleporter there, though? That would be key right now. I'm not actually seeing a teleporter. But he does have his team both at the bottom and top hold, so looking like a very strong hold right here for Crazy Gibus. Peaky did go down, Snaggle went down. Those are the assassin classes, which is fun to say like that, assassin. And so they will not be able to assist in this for the time being, but again, a good hold going on, and Mirko actually popped his Uber a little bit too soon, maybe? I don't know, but Mew is doing such great reflect work, and he gets the Uber popped on him, and he's going to easily be able to push back this Uber. I'm surprised, actually, he didn't follow up and try to get that kill on Mirko. But hey, that's a hold, and that's actually all you need. Well, almost a hold. Where did the sentry gun go? I missed all that. Cruiser gives the excellent compliment of your medic really knows how to manage, so Special K has got to be going, aw shucks, thanks to that. Mortson is still alive, not sure why he's using his gun instead of building a gun, but his stuff all did go down, so he's got to worry about that. We'll see if he decides to, yeah, he's rebuilding at this point. I don't know how I feel about that. But right now Frothy Brew is doing some work, so Mortson has got time. So actually, not a terrible idea. Usually I say never build at a point where the cart is that close to being capped. But right now he has the rest of his team up there. The entire team, oh my god, so close to wiping blue right there. Sentry got exploded. Oh, Mortson timed out. Oh no. Oh no. Terrible timing. Alright, we are in a pause. So we'll see if Crazy Gibus can come back from that really inconvenient timeout. Alright, we're back, and actually it looks like we lost 2 players from Crazy Ivan, or Crazy Gibus is what I'm calling them, that is right. The Sniper and the NG, so we'll see if the rest of Red can hold this position long enough to let Mortson get back in the game and get back here. I would suggest just building that last right now. However, the cart is rolling backwards. But they're holding this defense without an NG, so I say, oh, alright, he is building here. Not a terrible idea, actually, because Special K has 100% Uber, so when they do push in, when Blue does push in, he can pop that, and again, buy Mortson more time. So we'll see if they decide. Looks like they're probably going to wait for that push from Archimedes, which is what they've basically been doing this whole time, not being aggressive on defense, which, you know, they don't need to be. Because they just need to. Oh no! Oh no! Merc goes down. Special K not able to Uber to save him. Just tries to switch Uber to Sniper and then maybe to Joe, but not gonna be good. But actually, Joe getting out there and taking down Mirko. Why didn't I follow his cam? He just got huge right there. Mirko was so close to having Uber for Blue, and that could have actually made the game right there, because they would have been able to push in and get down that sentry very easily. However, that sentry gun is still up. Mortson doing a nice job taking it to that 3rd level, and now Archimedes is going to have a heck of a time pushing into it. And again, Red's positioning is really great right here. They are doing an excellent job of keeping players both on top and bottom levels, also keeping that medic protected. Special K is going to actually have an Uber here pretty soon, so that forced pop and him losing his heavy was not the worst thing in the world, because Mirko dropped. And when the other medic drops, that means you're doing a really good job as a medic on your team. We're just going to stick on Peaky's cam right here because we have not given him much love, because I always forget about snipers. But that doesn't mean they're not doing work. Just ask High GPS. Some demo spam coming in here. Mortson would probably benefit from having Mew up here, and just as I say that, there comes Mew. But Mew falls down and, well, jumps down and decides to be aggressive, and good job, because there we go, time ran out. And that is going to be round 1 win for Crazy Ivan. And Crazy Gibus is what I was calling them. I already forgot. So Crazy Gibus takes the first round, and we'll be back with the second round. Alright, we are back with the second round. Remember, Crazy Gibus is still on defense, but now Archimedes is going to have the chance to set the time for the time to be beat for that that push. We're going to stick on Mortson's cam right here, because he did get a lot of suicides the first time he was on Engineer, but just did not build as fast as I expected he would. So I'm going to see what happens here. Maybe the sneaky medic is stealing his ammo. Looking pretty good so far. But you know what? Maybe it's just his position that's alright, well, not bad. I think he did he did a much better time this time. Much better time this round. He's going to be able to get that up to close to level 3. I think just the ammo is disappearing too fast because there was just so much of it, maybe the first round. But anyway, excellent build right there. Very impressed. Very nice. Great teamwork. Good job, Crazy Gibus. Let's hope we'll see if the gun can stay up a little bit longer. I think it definitely needs to be wrangled, but so far we haven't seen that from either engineer, which makes me sad because I love the Wrangler. Don't tell me it's OP, because then I will ban you from my channel. I kid. Of course it's OP, but that's what gives me a fighting chance as an engineer. Here we go. It is wrangled, but oh my god, Method just got in there and wrecked Mortson. So Mortson goes down, his dispenser is down, even though his sentry is still up. It is not looking good for his Angie setup right there, not looking good for Crazy Gibus's chance of protecting his point. Actually, Journofsy getting a great sticky trap in there, in a good position, taking some shots though, so needs that medic heals. So far, neither Uber has been popped. We'll probably watch, Crazy Gibus is probably just going to wait for the blue pop, and actually they do pop to push forward onto the cart. Not exactly sure about that. Morton tried to build up again, and first point, not a good idea. He died, his gun died, he really should be falling back at this point. Crazy Gibus still has their Uber. Why aren't they popping? They should be popping. Alright, they did pop. Coming up behind the car, trying to get as many people as possible. There goes Abishar. They did get the medic Mirko, so a nice pop, nice defensive hold right there. Oh, Journofsy getting backstabbed by Machina on the roof. That's gotta hurt. Special K, though, still alive, still going strong with his heavy. Oh, but taking a ton of damage, actually. We'll see if he can escape. Doing some dodging, but no, cannot escape the stickies. And Merc goes down too through a headshot. So Crazy Gibus's hold right here, not looking too great. Archimedes, though, on the other hand, their push looking very good. They're building up that Uber. Mirko is about 50%, so he's got to watch his back, though. Snaggle just went down. Abishar, the Pyro, got him out. So nice Pyro play right there to keep his medic protected. We'll see if, let's see, Archimedes just seems very aggressive. They want to continue this push as fast as possible. Look at Dark Douche and Method, the heavier classes pushing up. They're not even on the cart, they just want to get those frags, and Dark Douche taking down Frothy Brew, the opposing soldier, so nice work right there. As a soldier, at this point, you could do a lot of damage, because that sentry gun will not be able to hit you if it's wrangled, and indeed, he does take it down. Look at Archimedes' push right here, 2 minutes and 27 seconds, that's amazing. They are just doing a great job, have really recovered from their more stagnant first round. So a lot more aggressive, and when you're aggressive, you control the flow of the game, you control what plays are made and when, and that is always a good thing. We're going to stick on the Dark Douche camp because he seems to be leading the charge. Even though he's not in front of his team, or with his team, he is in front of them. He wants to get that medic kill, but not able to do it. Ran into Merc's heavy machine gun, or minigun. And we'll see if Abishar can do anything. He is trying his best, lighting a lot of people on fire, but Mew also has fire, and when you play with fire, you get burned, is what I hear, at least. I didn't play with fire as a kid. Oh, Mirko, the medic for Archimedes, going down right there. Probably shouldn't have been trying to push the car when he didn't have anywhere near an Uber, but of course that's Captain Obvious saying stuff right there. Special K does have Uber, and I don't see why Crazy Gibus doesn't push right here. They know that the other medic just went down. They know they're going to have an Uber advantage. So why don't they just push and use that Uber, and then they'll have enough time to rebuild it. That, of course, is an argument that's made a lot, but the opposite side of the argument is that why not just wait for that Uber push from the other team. So, I don't know, there are merits to both sides, but I think it's always better to be aggressive, especially in payload. Uber is finally popped, not in response to an Uber though, but in response to just the presence of a lot of blue players coming in, and they're not even going to be able to do anything with this Uber. They sense the stickies, or see the stickies, but it has a sense, the sense of sight, so they do sense it with their sight sense. The stickies, and able to escape that trap, but now they're not going to be in a position to counter an Uber with an Uber. So Mirko, the medic for Archimedes, is going to be in a much better position now that Crazy Gibus has popped. So again, don't really agree with that pop right there. We're going to watch Machina as he tries to do something. Well, he's running away from the action. Why are you doing that, sir? Here comes the blue Uber. Dispenser and all the Angie stuff going down. But, oh my goodness, what was Mirko doing way out there? He got taken down by stickies, and actually, really good defense. Even though everything went down, they have the players, they have the positioning, so Crazy Gibus will be able to hold on to this for a little bit longer. Machina did get a backstab in there, but then it went down as well. So, A little bit of a fail push right there from Archimedes. Maybe they have to recalculate their physics. Archimedes was a physics guy? I'm trying to think of the quote I know about Archimedes. Show me where to stand and I will move the earth. That was it. I like that quote. It's good. Anyway, Archimedes right now is not moving so much, mostly because they do not have an Uber. And they're waiting to see what they can do. Overlord, gets taken down, or Overlord takes down Peaky, so they won't have to push into a sniper right here, so that's actually going to be really nice for Archimedes. We'll see if they can continue this push. Look at the spy checking Abushar is doing. Isn't that's so nice. Oh no, Special K has popped his Uber. That means he's not going to have it in response to Blue's Uber. Again, this is the exact same replay of the last push. I just don't understand why Special K isn't falling back and trying his hardest well, I'm sure he's trying his hardest not to pop until he absolutely has to. But again, it's just, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. But here is the blue Uber pushing in. They don't even care about the scout. They say, we got bigger fish to fry. So here comes the stickies. Actually, no. Mew says denied. He is pushing the medic up, but look at that. Dark Douche comes in with this rocket launcher and able to get it. But oh my god, huge stickies from Joan FC getting a 4K on the cart. Oh my god. That's capped. What? How is that not capped? But absolutely ridiculous defense right there from Joe and the rest of Crazy Gibus. Snaggle's behind lines right here. We'll see if he can't do anything, but he is covered in urine, so not going to be long and does go down. Joe was actually really far pushed up too. He was just running high on that adrenaline from the 4K, which I don't blame him. Not bad at all. Alright, so Special K has that Uber once again. And we're just seeing the same replay over and over. We'll see if they pop before Blue pushes in with their Uber, because then it will be deja vu for the third time. This time we will watch our Machina's cam right here. Gonna go for the sap, and then, oh, it gets exploded. So Joe was on his back. He knew exactly what was going on. Oh my goodness, that was a dead medic we just passed right there. So Mirko is gonna have no Uber percentage, whereas Special K has 100 of that Uber percentage. And again, Crazy Gibus just doing a nice job defending, even without the level 3 sentry gun. Right now it is being built up. Mortson's doing his darned hardest to do that, but the positioning of Gibus is just very excellent right now. You got Mew the Pyro up here, he's with his invisible face, and able to reflect rockets like a boss. And now you have a rank gold sentry gun, so they'll be able to poke it, aim it at anyone who's poking their head out, is what I was trying to say. Exactly what he's doing right now, but oh, Mew had gone down, so was not able to reflect those stickies, and so the sentry gun did go down. Mortensen down too right now. The Uber pop, though, was able to save the cart for a second, but Machina doing some work, taking down Frothy Brew and Snaggle. So actually, this would be a lovely time right now for Crazy Ivan to push if they can do it. Oh, Mirko is way out in the battle when he is so close to Uber. Not exactly sure about that. Special K abandons his heavy. Not a bad idea. He just needs to get out of there. Right now his life is, he's worth way more alive than dead, obviously. So Crazy Ivan is able to get that cap. Uber is popped in order to save lives. And Archimedes is continuing that push. The titles are mixed up, but remember ARS is the tag for Archimedes, and Crazy Gibus either has the CI tag or the square I tag, or it's all about the Gibus tag, which IIATGB. Wait, TG. There's no B. Where would there be a B? I don't know. We're gonna watch Dark Douche again, because he is again leading the charge, but he does go down. Mortson with his level 1 actually managing to take him down. Oh, Mew got a nice kill right there on Mirko. Just chased him until he gave his life to take down the medic. How nice. Well, not if you're Mirko, the medic. The heavy is doing pretty solid hold right here with his medic, watching both the large door and then this more narrow choke here. It'd be nice to have a demo here with some stickies He's probably thinking, but Joe, where is Joe? Let's see what Joe's up to. Joe is pushing forward, being aggressive, trying to get some stickies down. He could actually do a lot of damage right here, but that mini sentry gun, Tony Montana, takes him down with the smallest of sentry guns, but sometimes the most annoying. Oftentimes the most annoying. Oh! Yeah, we just saw the gloves running urgently out trying to make a punch, but not able to do it. Mirko is close to Uber right now, but he's way too close. He should really be backing off, I think. And it looks like, yeah, he's finally doing that because he is getting very close to that Uber. They will be able to push in just a second. Mew is down too, so they will not have to worry about being blown around. So as soon as they get this Uber, they need to pop it. There they go. It is popped. They aren't having to worry about being blown around and taking a lot of damage, but that sentry gun is still up. Okay, here comes Mew, and Mew shuts down that combo. I don't think they knew where the sentry gun was, so Archimedes was not able to do the most damage to that sentry gun, and it just kind of forced them into the corner, and then once Mew spawned, that Uber was over, and that is why Crazy Gibus still holds this last point. So we'll see if Archimedes can't put together a different sort of push. Now they know where that sentry gun is, and knowing is half the battle. And knowing is half the battle. It's a good thing. Sorry. Just kind of fading in and out of thinking about that. Method getting in there and actually taking down Mortson, taking down his dispenser without even an Uber. He's going to be able to take down the sentry gun all by himself, lonesome self. He's got a spy on him, but he doesn't care. He just wants that cart to be pushed in. Oh no, but he went down. He really should have focused on that. Jesus. Look at that cart. Oh my goodness. I really think that could have been their only chance, because now Red is going to be able to put up another huge defense. Blue just doesn't have the numbers right now to push in to get what? What? Oh, they insist on proving me wrong every time. How rude. How incredibly rude. So there we go. Crazy Gibus now has to beat the time of 12 minutes and 36 seconds if they want to win this match. Archimedes has to hold it for over 12 minutes and 30 seconds if they want to continue this match to a third round. Trying to get on the NG cam. Tony Montana, what are you doing? Oh. I think he forgot to put up a teleporter, so he went back to do that, which, after about 15 seconds have passed is not a good idea, because he's not going to have enough time right now. I don't know. It looks like, are they going to copy the spot of Mortson? Definitely looks like they're going to, but right now, Tony Montana is just not going to have the ammo to work with, unless anyone suicides right now, which is probably not the best idea. So, they are copying Mortson's spot and Crazy Gibus' spot. I guess they thought it was very effective. I mean, it is, if you can get up to level 3 in time. So, we'll watch out for that. Method getting some nice kills right there, and nice sticky trap. Remember, boys and girls, always check for sticky traps. And now we'll see if he can't get some more stickies on the cart. It looks like he's just putting them everywhere, which is not a bad idea. Cruiser is so hurt right now, needs to eat a sandwich, trying to get back, but he is not going to escape. Overlord is still running the Huntsman, and he is not doing great in points, but that's not, I mean, that doesn't always say a lot right there. He could be getting a lot of assists and whatnot, so I just don't know about, what? Oh, Joe. Joe, with the sticky jumper. Going in for the caber kill and gets Mortson. So now his team is going to be able to push that sentry, not having to worry about the engineer. And there they go. Uber is popped. The sentry gun is down. Peaky took it down with a sniper shot again. That's what happened last round too. Just once you take that engineer down, the sentry gun is so easy to take down. Mew doing work on the teleporter, and Tony Montana actually just came back up and got him again. So there you go. Crazy Gibus with an excellent push. And Joe, we'll see if he's still on the sticky jumper. I doubt it. That seemed like just a one-time thing. I would hope at least. But an excellent strategy, and I'm really entertained by that. They definitely did not see it coming. And in fact, who does see that coming? Only crazy people. And the crazy people are on Crazy Gibus right now, not on Archimedes. Ooh, Method, again, getting some nice stickies down on the point. Again, just showing himself to be a very good defensive demo. Really helping out his team right there. And actually, look, he's leading his team in points, so you know he's been doing work. We'll see if... Oh, yes! Machina able to get the stab on Special K, and then Dark Douche takes down Merc, so heavy meta combo down. Gotta be happy about that. However, the point is still being pushed, but Dark Douche manages to take that out too, so we'll stick on his cam because he's doing some nice work right now. So having that heavy meta combo down is going to be huge, as Red is really hurt right now. Heavy meta combo could just easily push in and destroy them without even an Uber, but they will not be able to. So health being slowly built up. Abushar is actually still really hurt. Oh, Frothy Brew coming in and getting Abushar because somebody probably called out that the pyro was lit. And Dark Douche finally going down. So right now, Blue is having some trouble. Well, I mean, it hasn't been too long, so they're not exactly in a terrible situation. They still have 9 minutes and 41 seconds to push forward. Oh, but not going to be able to do that if Snaggle keeps dying. Well, maybe. I don't know. But where is Red setup is the thing. This should almost be assumed that you have a level 3 sentry gun. It has to be there pretty much. We'll see though if they can continue this hold. Oh, Uber is popped. Mirko is 99%. He needs to pop it. Oh, he hooks up with his pyro, which is going to be an excellent idea. Does Crazy Gibus know that they have an Uber is the question. Will they be pushing into this? That Uber needs to be popped immediately though if they want to save this cart. And indeed it is popped now. Pushing the heavy medic combo back. Needs to get some kills though. Pull out that extinguisher, sir. Not doing it, just M1 pyring. Okay. Finally oh, he's got the home wrecker. Oh, that's sad. So that's why he didn't pull it out before. Homewrecker doesn't do a ton of damage, nothing like the extinguisher which gives you mini crits. So, yeah, too bad for that push. It could have been really amazing if he had that extinguisher, but you know, he's going Pybro this time, which is not a bad decision because it is defensive payload. So you can't fault him for that, just unfortunate. I think I'm gonna get back on Joe's cam because okay, no. He's got the regular sticky bomb launcher, not the sticky jumper. So he is giving up on that strategy. He's calling for medic a lot, so he really wants those overheals. I think he's going to try to take this sentry down by himself, or at least maybe the medic. Oh no, he's calling for it. That Uber gets the stickies down, trying to get some pills now. Not able to get it though. Really unfortunate right there. He just was out of position, and I don't think he had enough stickies, so he went to the pills. Pills weren't able to do it. And looks like Tony Montana will be able to hold it for just a little bit longer. Oh, Mirko was on the Tomislav, which I don't like. Won't say that you shouldn't like it, but it's way too noisy. And the minigun, regular minigun, I feel like is so much more effective. That's just my feeling. I have no science to back that up. And look right there, Mirko's not able to defend his medic, so Red is taking a lot of damage right now. Mirko is going to go down, and this is where Crazy Gibus needs to push. Won't have to deal with too much if they do. They won't have an Uber, but look, that sniper just needs to creep in there. He does go down, but touch the cart, so it's not a bad idea. Oh man, Snaggle gets the sap on the sentry and the dispenser. Also gets some shots on it. So where's Crazy Gibus though? They need to push. They are down Joe. And Mew obviously just respawned, so needs to get those respawns up there immediately. Don't think they have a teleporter. So here comes Mew. He really wants to get that medic, really wants the sentry gun. Could not decide which one he wanted more. It's just like a kid in a candy factory, or candy store, or candy factory. It could be Willy Wonka. You never know. Those things happen. That type of thing happens in real life all the time. Oh, Special K exploded. Dark Douche just hunted him down. And then Abu Shar gets the spire right behind him. So Tony Montana actually may have a chance at rebuilding. Going for the build right behind the fence. Not sure about that. Oh. Yeah, I'm just not sure about... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It could be good. Meanwhile, we have 5 minutes and 50 seconds left if Crazy Gibus wants to win this game in this round. Of course, if we go to a second or a third round, they still have the opportunity to win. Nothing saying you gotta win on the second one. But they are having a lot of trouble pushing this point, which is not surprising. It's a very hard point to get. Overlord going for a little medic flank, but Special K very deadly with those needles. Joe doing some spam right here. We'll see if he can't get the medic. Oh, takes down Dark Douche with a nice pill to the face. Also took down his nemesis method in that too. So not having that demo is going to be good. The sentry gun is down. Joe's just spamming the heck out of that little cubby corner right there. And will he be able to get it? Oh, he got method. He just suicided in there. That's amazing. Joe just knew that if his team was going to capture the point, he had to take down Method, the really good defensive demo, and he did. He lost his life, but that's what true heroes are, right? And so now the rest of the team is, chasing down the medic and soldier, but they got Uber just in time. Joe is back trying to save his medic now, but actually it looks like that soldier medic, will they be able to get in behind the cart? They still are. Crazy Gibus knows they are there. And, oh no, Special K went down. So this is really interesting. Having the medic and, but both go down right there. So Mew and Joe Nafsi taking them down. So don't have to worry about that anymore. And that means there's no medic in front of them either. But actually walked into headshot and then some flames by Abu Shar, but actually still managing to cap the point. So looking really good right now. They're on a roll, literally. Actually, I don't know. Does the cart roll? I guess yeah, it's got wheels, so that's roll. So yeah, they're literally on a roll and continuing their push. We'll see, does Tony Montana have any sort of defensive engineer hold up, because that could make all the difference. He does indeed. Same position as last time. Oh wait, no, yeah, same position as last time. We'll see if he can hold it a little bit longer this time though. Everybody for raid right now is gathering in the last position, trying to turtle, trying to hold this for 3 minutes and 16 seconds if they can. And it's gonna be tough because right now Crazy Gibus has the momentum. And also an Uber advantage. Cruiser goes down. Cruiser is now on medic. Interesting. And Mirko has switched to heavy, so the heavies are Merc and Mirko. If that's not, if this game hasn't been crazy enough. But here comes the blue Uber. Sentry gun is still up. Joe just not able to get those stickies off. Abu Shar just doing a great job as a Pyro right there, just continually pushing that Uber away. So the gun is going to stay up, but really all it needs is like one pill or one sniper shot and it will go down. We'll see if Crazy Gibus can get that shot or if Tony Montana will respond. He is. Oh, Joe comes in with one sticky and takes it out. Huge play right there. Tony Montana is not going to have enough time to rebuild, and this is all going to come down to a really final push. Oh no, but Special K went down, and he has 19% charge right there, so he must have had a large percentage, which is not good. Great teleporter right there, though, enables Joe to get back to the front lines very quickly. We'll see if that can do anything, because right now Red is just scrambling for some sort of defense. Method is putting a ton of stickers on the cart, which is, or he's doing some great sticky traps, which actually helped to take down his nemesis. Their nemesis on both sides, Joe and Method, the demos of destruction. But let's see if Method can get. He does get Peaky and able to get. I'm confused about what happened there. He was not able to get the heavy, which was the person he was aiming for. But anyway, now Cruiser and his new heavy. Okay, so when they switched heavies, they also switched guns. So that's why Mirko is running the Tomislav right now. Again, Uber coming in from Crazy Gibus and just not able to get those stickies off. Just again, the pirate Abu Shar is doing a great job reflecting that, and then they are just finished off by Method right there. But actually, I don't know about this. This was such a bad idea. Cruiser and his demo decided to continue to push in, and they're not there for this final thing. Mew is going to take this all by... No, he's not. Oh my goodness. So... Oh my goodness. There's 30 seconds left. There's only one person alive. It is Method. He could save this, but he's not going to have enough. Not able to get those deaths in time. Not able to kill him off. So there we go. GG. The last 30 seconds. Wow. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Alright, so that is the game. Congratulations to Crazy Gibus, or Crazy Ivan, plus some... It's all about the Gibus Ringers. But not a bad showing from Archimedes. So, GG to both of these teams. Thank you for sending this in. I got it from Mew, but it also came from the Crazy Ivan team. So, thank you, Crazy Ivan team, and congratulations. Hope you had fun in Season 7 of UGC Highlander. Hope to see you in Season 8. That'll be starting September 15th. So, guys, hold on to your pants, because I'm super excited. Hopefully, we'll be bringing you a lot of that coverage, both on Kip TV and also XTV. So, just stay tuned and stay with us. Alright, so thank you so much for joining me, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Twitter, and all that fun stuff, and have a good day.